Hello friends and welcome to StudyIQ. I am Joycey Joy and today in this lecture we will discuss about linking the social media accounts with the Aadhaar. This is regarding the recent proposal by the Tamil Nadu government to link the social media accounts like the Facebook, Twitter, etc. with your Aadhaar. So we will see what is this proposal all about and what is the case that is the background of this proposal. We will see what are the drawbacks of this proposal and what can be done with this regard. So let us discuss this topic in detail in this lecture. So let us begin with the current affair. Now if we analyze the current affair, the demand for linking the social media accounts with the Aadhaar has come from the Tamil Nadu state government recently. So the Tamil Nadu state government has demanded that the social media profiles should be linked with the Aadhaar of the users. So this was the demand of the Tamil Nadu state government and this demand was made to the Supreme Court. So Tamil Nadu state government had told the Supreme Court that the social media profiles should be linked with the Aadhaar number of the user in order to check terrorist messages, pornography, also fake news. So in the context of these factors, and the increasing number of cases that are being reported regarding the misuse of the social media accounts, the Tamil Nadu government has raised this proposal. So let us see what it is in detail. So let us first come to the case. Let us understand what is the case all about. So the Tamil Nadu government made the submissions when a two-judge bench of justices were hearing a petition by the Facebook. So the case was heard by a two-judge bench. And the petition was to transfer all such pending cases in different courts to the Supreme Court. So Facebook had given a petition saying that all the pending cases regarding the social media or Facebook should be transferred to the Supreme Court. Now if we talk about the high courts, that is the high courts of Madras, Bombay, Madhya Pradesh, etc., they are hearing nearly similar petitions to link the Aadhaar number with that of social media profiles. So, the Facebook had argued that all these cases should be transferred to the Supreme Court. This is because many high courts are hearing similar cases and altogether this can be transferred to the Supreme Court. Now, all these pending petitions raise similar questions, that is, regarding the privacy of the individuals, and secondly regarding the misuse of the data by this social media, again thirdly regarding the fake news, how to address it, how to address the concerns raised by the Facebook accounts or the social media accounts which pose threats for terrorism or promoting terrorism, fake news, pornography, etc., how to address that. And there should also be a balance between the right to privacy and also the spread of this illegal activities. So this is what these different high courts of Madras, Madhya Pradesh, Bombay, etc. are hearing. And the Facebook, in its petition to the Supreme Court, they argued that it is difficult for Facebook to defend itself before different high courts across the country. So all these cases should be transferred to the Supreme Court. So it was difficult for them to defend in different courts. So it can be transferred to Supreme Court. And the high courts had given conflicting observations in the case. It means that one decision or one judgment of one high court is not similar to that of the other judgment. So conflicting opinions have been given by different high courts. So in this context, in order to get a correct and also a clear opinion in this regard, the Facebook had given a petition to transfer this case to the Supreme Court. And transferring all of these cases to the apex court, that is to the Supreme Court, will serve the interest of justice by avoiding the possibility of conflicting decisions. So this is the case. So this is the background. Now let us come to the petition that is before the Madras High Court. We have said that different petitions are pending before different high courts like the High Court of Bombay, the High Court of Madhya Pradesh, High Court of Madras, etc. So now let us come to the individual case of that of the Madras of that of the High Court of Madras. So let us see what is this petition all about. So following the Supreme Court's decision in the Aadhaar case, Supreme Court had recently a few months back given its decision on the Aadhaar. So Supreme Court's observations were that The unique 12-digit number, that is the Aadhaar number, can be used only for subsidies and welfare activities. So it can be mandated only for getting subsidies or for welfare activities or for getting the benefits of welfare activities. Also, section 57 of the Aadhaar, which relates to the use of Aadhaar by private entities, were struck down by the Supreme Court. This includes the use of Aadhaar in order to get a mobile SIM connection, gas connection, etc. The use of Aadhaar by private individuals, that is the section 57 of the Aadhaar Act. This was struck down by the Supreme Court. Now, the petitioners had approached the High Court, noting that many people got away with the controversial post on social media because of the lack of traceability. So the first issue raised in the petition was that there is a lack of traceability with who posts what on social media. For example, if you are a user in Facebook, you would know different kinds of news appear in Facebook, different articles, different posts come in Facebook, and it's really difficult to trace the person unless the person who has posted the news or the article is a person known to you. So many unknown articles, many unknown fake news, sometimes it can be true also, so fake and true news. So everything comes up in the social media day by day. So first issue raised in the petition was regarding its traceability. So this is the first thing. Secondly, many PILs, that is public interest litigations, are coming up. Many PILs are filed in the case regarding the misuse of social media. So considering all these and possibilities of spreading terrorism, fake news, pornography, considering all these factors, the petitioner had appealed to the High Court of Madras that it should provide a judgment which will make it mandatory to link Aadhaar or any other government authorized document or an identity proof for authentication of social media profiles. So this was the request of the petitioner. So according to the petition, the petitioner is seeking the judgment of the High Court to make it mandatory in order to link Aadhaar or any other government document or any other proof of identity with the social media account. And now if we talk about other public interest litigations, the other PILs sought that the Facebook should seek some sort of government authorized identity. It can be either Aadhaar or any other identity before allowing a person to open an account in its platform. So this is the PILs that were received by the High Court. And again the petition, the specific petition also argues that some kind of government authorized document or Aadhaar should be mandatory for using social media accounts. So this is the petition all about. Now let us see what is the observation of the Madras High Court. So the High Court observation, the Madras High Court has observed that the application to link Aadhaar with social media accounts is dangerous, and this danger comes in the background of a fringe of right to privacy. So right to privacy of an individual will be infringed. So this is the observation made by the Madras High Court, and the court said that this would affect the right of privacy of an individual, which will impact the civil liberties of that individual. But however, the Madras High Court has agreed to hear the case, and it also mentioned that this is going to be a dangerous move because this will infringe the right to privacy of the individual. Now, while agreeing to hearing this case by the Madras High Court, it looks at examining the adequacy of the legal framework on cyber crimes and the responsibilities of the intermediaries who provide the telecommunication and online services. So this is the focus of the Madras High Court. Now let us come to the Tamil Nadu government stance. Now, the government has argued that the social media accounts should be linked with the ID proofs or with the Aadhaar. Now, let us see what is the stance of the Tamil Nadu government. First of all, the Tamil Nadu government has opposed the transfer of cases to the Supreme Court because Facebook has filed a petition to transfer all the cases to Supreme Court. This is because the Facebook feels it very difficult to defend themselves in different high courts in different parts of the country. So they have asked to transfer all such cases of similar nature to the Supreme Court. But the Tamil Nadu government is against this move, And it argues that the High Court cases should not be transferred altogether to the Supreme Court. And the Madras High Court, already the Madras High Court has heard 18 hearings on this case. So the Tamil Nadu government has argued that the apex court should wait for a comprehensive judgment by the Madras High Court before the case is transferred to the Supreme Court. Now, what is the intention of the Tamil Nadu government? So, Tamil Nadu government is trying for better assistance from the intermediaries and the social media companies, including Facebook, to trace the offending messages. We have seen one biggest difficulty in the social media accounts is that the origin of the messages or the traceability is very low. So, here the government of Tamil Nadu is trying to trace or find solutions to trace the origin of the messages. And it is also in support of linking the social media profiles of the users with that of their Aadhaar numbers, and that was the current affair that we discussed. That is, the Tamil Nadu government is in the support of the view that social media accounts should be linked with Aadhaar or with any other government authorized proof. Now let us come to the existing regulation in this regard. Now the existing regulation is the draft rules for intermediaries provided by the Union Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, that is EIT. So the Union Ministry has provided certain guidelines, that is draft rules for the intermediaries recently, and this draft rules are called for public comment. So let us see what are the proposed rules. First one, the proposed rules envisage new obligations for service providers. So the rules or the responsibility lie with the service providers. Secondly, one of the changes that is proposed is that intermediaries or the agencies that play the intermediate role should help identify the originators of the offensive messages. So intermediaries are responsible for tracing or identifying the originators of the messages. But the technology companies that use end-to-end encryption have said that they were unable to open a backdoor for identifying the originators, and the issue concerns the global policy of these companies as well and their wider public interest. Now, what is the way ahead? Now, when we discuss about these issues related to social media, very relevant case is K.S. Puttaswamy decision in the year 2017, and this was regarding the privacy case. So here, according to the K.S. Puttaswamy decision, any state intervention or any government intervention for the regulation of online content has to pass the test of proportionality. Now, what is meant by test of proportionality? The test of proportionality means that the judicial review or the review by the courts in cases of administrative action, that is in cases of state intervention, will require that a body should have to maintain a balance between its action and the purpose for which the powers has been conferred. So this is called test of proportionality, and in this context of the issues with the social media, this is very, very relevant. And secondly, the government should work out a balanced regulatory regime for online content. That is, it should not impact the right to privacy of the individuals, but at the same time, it should also protect the social media from abusive content or from fake content. So there should be a balance between both this interest. So as a regulator or as a supervisor, the role of the government or the state is to protect the privacy of the individuals without harming their civil liberties. And secondly, it should also balance this with not spreading abusive content or fake content by the social media. So both this interests should maintain a balance. So this is regarding the linking of social media accounts with that of the Aadhaar or any other government valid documents. So this is a proposal made by the Tamil Nadu government, and this is the ongoing issue. So any further updates, you should be updated with the news that is coming up regarding this, because right to privacy is a very, very important topic for your UPSC preparations, both from your prelims as well as your mains examination perspective. Now even for your interview, such type of questions can be asked, because there is a lot of scope for interpretations. there is a lot of scope for giving your own opinion in this regard. So from all that perspective, this is very, very important. So if there is any updates regarding this topic in the news in the coming days, please be updated, and you can find the PDF of this lecture on our website www.studyiq.com. You can also follow my Facebook page for more video updates. You can write to me at joycey.studyiq@gmail.com for any of your queries and clarifications. Thank you.